hopping right into another video. ATK Pro XSoft. I'm doing the initial impressions. Even though this is really close to review amount of hours. I've put 15 or 16 hours. I'm guessing 16. I didn't record the amount of my last session, but it was probably about an hour. So we're going to just say 15, but it could even be 17. But here we are. 15 hours at least on the ATK Pro. I think it's called the Sky Pro. It's kind of the successor, if I understand this correctly, to the Kong. And it's a decent pad. It's my favorite of the 4 artisan pads probably that have come out in this last batch, where they have the Leviathan collaboration pad and the 99G Carbon, 99G Air, and then the Pro. Where is my magnifying glass? There it is. Let's do a little... I love this thing. Hey, big shout out again to Brandon Taylor for pointing this one out. So the weave has, it's just kind of a nice diagonal cross stitch, and it's dual layered, which I like. It might even be triple layered. I can't see underneath, but you can see that it's kind of got opposing double weaves, and that's nice. I really like that. There's not a lot of coating or spray on the fibers, which is nice, or not a lot of nylon. As you can see on the bottom of this, there's lights. So sometimes nylon with the light can appear as a coating. If part of their fiber is a nylon structure or similar reflective, light reflective, fiber systems, or they typically use nylon to stabilize a fiber so it doesn't have as much give and it stays consistent. For everyone's information, from a material sciences standpoint, this does look like it has a little bit of a coating on it, so that's nice. This is XSoft. It's very plush, very, very plush. Artisan level plush. Like, this is pretty close to like an artisan soft, like between an artisan soft and XSoft. This is by far the best foam and backing of all the new ATK pads by the large margin, like a lot. Like it's like their engineers worked on this one. I joke, I kid, but really it's a good pad. The backing is more of like what you'd see from Artisan, a nice pour-on or pour-on clone. I don't know. Probably a pour-on clone. It adheres really well, though. Like, let me swipe really hard on this. I'm pressing down with a lot of might. You can see the give at the end there, but it flexes back. These corners are staying in place. If you saw my swipe test, my comparison of all the ATK pads, the other ones were sliding the fuck all over the place with my tests. So doing this, I'm not getting any slide, man. That's awesome. Perfecto. And I didn't even apply this really, doing my normal apply method. Like, I just flopped this on here to get going yesterday, and because I was in a hurry. And yeah. So let's do the arm test. A little bit of red. It's a little abrasive. It's no Heian though, or zero. It's not gonna rip your arm to shreds. It feels similar. I mean, I find this pad to have more in common with an Artisan Type 99 than the 99G mouse pads. To be frank, this has a lot more in common with that than those. Other than like the weave verticality, like the lattice structure that the weave has on those, and like the actual fiber material used on the 99G in comparison to the Type 99, that's more similar. But this when you're playing, has more of a feel towards that. If I had to compare this to other mouse pads, boy, I mean, it's a little bit like a Quick, Like it has that to the hand. Texture to the hand, I think feels like a smooth, quick, like a worn-in QCK Plus or QCK Heavy. It has that kind of feel. If I were to compare this with like a pad in the same price range, a QCK Heavy, and this would be a little bit more plush than that, a lot more plush than that, and adhere to your desk better. Side stitching, let's get into that. It's recessed. It's relatively soft. It's not the softest implementation I've ever seen, but it's tight. It's soft. It's nice. It's not abrasive. You're not going to have any problems with it. I hate that this is raised. ATK, let's not. I mean, that's a very underused part. I like that you have it just really small. Kudos on that. That's applause. I like that. I wish it wasn't raised still. Also, another confusing part of your branding on this, like, please, God, don't label it XSoft and you're going to give us other options. It's unnecessary. Because if you have an XSoft, you know, where's your soft? Where's your mid? Where's your firm? You know, it doesn't. So I think having XSoft here, you could recess this further back. You wouldn't confuse your audience with the XSoft thing. Just have the pad. Leave the branding there. If you're going to release multiple versions on at the same time, or like publicize that you're going to have multiple versions of softness, then leave that. If you're not, then don't include that in the branding. Why would you do that? Anyways, from a business point of view and from a consumer knowledge point of view, I just think that's not the right way to go on that ATK. Otherwise, yeah, I like that this is small. It's out of the way. You know, when I'm planted and I'm swinging, or when I'm relaxed and I'm swinging, you know, that's not in the way. We're not going to be touching that. It's still, you know, some people might use that in a hurry. Somebody might flop it on and that'll be up here, or maybe somebody's using their pad vertically. I know several people that do that now, and I think it's fucking crazy personally, but like for Fortnite and verticality games, I guess you need that. Some people would have that right there. And you know, I come down to this corner a lot, and yeah, if you have I have relatively, you know, short arms. You can see the length of my elbow to table there, so I'm physically not capable of reaching the mouse unless I'm like fingertip gripping and like shoving it out there. Let's see. Let's have a little test. Now I'm fucking curious. Nope. No. It's fucking silly. Okay. So do I like this pad? You wild ATK boys out there, and you know who you are. My God, you guys have been hounding me about this shit. I guess it's like it's like really readily available in a lot of the Asian regions, and that's a good thing. And you guys are gonna like my news on this one. I recommend this pad. It's a good pad. I would recommend this over a QCK Heavy, QCK Plus, QCK. I'd recommend this over a Goliathus. I'd recommend this over the Ponage Energon. I'd put this on the same plateau as like a Kurosan Samurai. High praise. I love the Samurai. High praise. And I think let's look up the price real quick here, because I don't want to be wrong on the price again. I got that wrong on the 99G. Oh, another thing I want to notice or mention is the customer service department at ATK is awesome. I had to combine shipping on a couple orders, and this can't be right. Oh yeah, it's not right. Okay, so this comes in a regular and a pro version. If the regular version is anything like the Air, the 99G Air, don't fucking get it. Go for the pro. Yeah, this is $40. And it comes only in orange. It's the Sky Pro in XSoft. $40 in USD. I mean, that's comparable to a lot of pads. I think that's a good price for this. I think it's beating some pads that come in at $50. I mean, it's not going to be my number one pad of 2024 or anything like that. And not even in the top 3, probably not in the top 5 either. But for $40, it's a good value. And for those that don't have a lot of options in their region, this could be, if you don't have my other mice in my top 5, which will be out this week or next week, this is a good mouse pad. For $40 is a great mouse pad. So I recommend it at $40. If this is what's available in your region, yeah, absolutely. I think this could go toe-to-toe with the Kurosan Samurai. Now, I got to be very straightforward here. I did not perform my best on this pad, but it felt good. I felt if I had more time to get used to it, I'd get. And let me state this too. It feels like it's very durable. I will, before the final review, I will cup test this mouse. I think the fabric is going to adhere to the base well enough to withstand that. So I can give you guys kind of an idea of what this is going to be like at 100 hours of breaking in time. Because I know that should be important to a lot of people. And that's something, if I know it won't destroy the pad, I will do. It's a very rough method to break a pad in. And it'll only work on certain types of pads. Otherwise, it'll lift the fabric off of the adhesive and the backing. I think this one will withstand it though, and I'll do it after my review hour total is in, just so we make sure we got that covered, and we'll see how this changes. I really don't feel right here is a little bit smoother, and that's kind of one of my start points, depending on what weapon I'm using. If I'm relaxed, oh yeah, that's softer than here. Okay, that's my initial impressions of the ATK Sky Pro in XSoft. Work on that. ATK, this is great stuff, man. I'm very excited for you guys as a company. I'm going to state that in all my videos for you guys, because I want you guys to know that and understand that you're on the right track. Maybe missing the mark sometimes, but you're consistent enough and you're improving enough over time to where I'm looking at you from the outside saying, hey, these guys are consistently improving their product. Kind of like Pulsar was. I'm going to mention that again. Like, I am making that comparison. That's high praise for me. Or Lamzu. It's like comparing, you guys are like the Asian Lamzu or Pulsar, like, big competitor, and that's a good thing. You guys are gonna, I think, between like 3 or 4 of those companies out there, you guys are gonna take over the market. Really, I think Logitech and Razer should be terrified. From a business point of view, they've been resting on their laurels for too damn long. I am very excited for companies like you, ATK, coming up with improvements, rapid improvements and iterations like this. And you guys are doing keyboards and headsets, and wow. Anyways, initial impressions over. Pro. Right now it's getting my recommendation. Let's see if it gets my final recommendation. And I'll know. Maybe I'll do the review tomorrow morning or Tuesday morning. We'll see. Like the weave. It's a nice structure. Let me try and... Oh, yeah, I can't even get separation on that. I am, like, fucking prying that open, man. That's good. That's actually kind of incredible. Most pads I can. You can try that yourself. Be careful, though. You will damage your fucking pad on a lot of pads. It will... Yeah. Words of warning. FragWatch out. Yeah, baby.